special ALG call live from Stockholm, and I'm so excited today because so many things are going on. Before even going into the call, I'm gonna let you know Kenny will not be able to participate on the call simply because he's so busy with everyone at this time who wants to see the office, new leaders that are coming to see the business. They really want to get into the new offices in Dubai, and Kenny's just been swamped with meetings ever since we made that possible. And I believe it's something that's echoing all around the business. And right now we're just really hanging in there for dear life, working in all areas of the business. And we got some exciting updates for you today. And as you know, we got a very special guest today. So without further ado, I'm gonna hit right into the content here. Let me see this. As you know, we have the format where we will run a little bit of a company update, talk shortly about the products, some IT. We're gonna have our special guest, and then we're gonna end with the promotions. So a short company update. I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about at this point. We just want to let you know about the sales bonus. You can earn the sales bonus when you direct sponsored purchase a product from Crowd1. And as you know, the sales bonus is a percentage based on the individual agreement that the company has with a third-party supplier. So what you need to do if you want your sales bonus is you simply got to go into your bonuses. You got to go to sales bonus, under bonus, and there you claim all of your bonuses. They will then be added to your personal account. Make sure you do that, and not just to get the money, but make sure you do that now to get the experience so you can help and share that with other people so they really understand and appreciate the opportunity that lies within the sales bonus. Because at the end of the day, that's what we do. We connect businesses and clients, and the more we are doing that, the better the overall result will be. And I think it's really an awesome thing that you can do online when you share the message and the opportunity of all of our products with family and friends around you. When it comes to products, I mean, I don't know how to say this, but you all know we got a big palette of products. Yesterday, we had some recording done in Stockholm. It was amazing. We did that actually 2 days in a row. We were recording for an event I'm going to talk to you about a little later in the call. But after that, I took the time to go down to Planet IX and basically just sit down with some of the creative minds around this. And I don't know, I was gobsmacked. There's no words to where this company is already at. You think that you haven't seen a lot yet. You think you haven't, heard much from them. I'm telling you, they are light years ahead. They are right now creating a game in a format that is really hard to captivate. I would have, never thought I should say this, but this game actually has the potential to make real fundamental changes in the world, because it sorts out so many areas of the world, and it is so dynamic, it is so real, so true. The fact is that the story of Planet IX is not something that the guys at Planet IX are just determining. No, they are reflecting on the behavior of the people who are interacting in the game, which means if you behave in a certain way, the story will develop in a certain way. If you behave in another way, the story will change. You're going to hear much more about that, but I'm just letting you know that you are seeing a fraction of what is to come. And when I understood that story, and I only understood portions of it, right? I then had a talk with Felix around the tokenomics of that, and it blew my mind. And I just actually said to Johan, our CEO, don't do a meeting with the guys because you're going to lose sleep. He reminded me he never sleeps anyhow, so that's good. We also have some updates from IT, and from IT, there's been a couple of updates. And as you know from our previous calls, some of the updates you are seeing directly. Most of them you may be witnessing with a little downtime, but they are all there to ensure that we are, stronger in our position. We're able to do things faster. We're able to do things easier. And that in return means we'll be able to deliver a better service to the community. Also, as of tomorrow, the regret option is gone. And the regret option is gone means the regret option on the gift codes are gone. This simply means that when you buy a gift code, it is yours. And this is something that quite honestly should have been done a long time ago. So when you purchase something, you buy it. This is the same here as with any other business. You buy it, you get it delivered, and it is yours. So just to let you know, as of tomorrow, that function is gone. And tomorrow, will be a big day with some huge updates anyhow. And we're seeing, a huge demand for gift codes at this time and so much traffic. This next guy, before I introduce him, he's laughing, he's sitting next to me, and I will point the camera to him, but I can't help but say a few words. When we bring Johan on the call here, it is with a great honor and a great privilege. It has not been easy ride. It has not been an easy ride. As a matter of fact, Crowd1 has been facing challenges that, most companies never get to face. And it has been in a proportion that is just out of this world. And when you look at that and you look at the journey, there's one guy who's been holding everything together. Everyone within the corporate structure, all of the consultants involved, he's been holding together. He's been holding that together to be able to service you guys. And no one is more appreciative of the effort that you guys are delivering. He's reminding all of us all of the time that we got to match the effort of the field. We got to match the effort and the commitment of the field. And he is your guy. And when you're hearing him speak, you will be hearing a fraction of what he's doing. But really, really, we are so happy, all of us working with the company, to have him on board. I know all of you are very happy to have him here, and I am extremely excited to have him right next to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johan Westerdahl.
Thank you, Jens. As you see, with all the hard work we're doing together, you're aging. That picture, I'm looking much younger on that one, but it's fine. It's okay that you use that one. No, but to say like this, I really think that we are in a fantastic position. I will get back to what I mean with that, but we are doing something totally unique together and showing the power of the crowd, the effort that we could do together, how we could utilize from that and bring things out. Jens was talking about Planet IX. It's a journey we can't imagine that it's just started. We have other journeys that we should do together that we see. We have started Mixter, that is also a great journey. But I mean, when you're growing like we have done, and we are doing at the moment, and hopefully will do for many years more, there will come challenges. I mean, challenges is a part of the game when you grow, because if you're the biggest one, you're the bold one, you're the one with the most passion, you dare to take ways that nobody else has tried, then you really need to understand sometimes there will be hurdles on the way, challenges that we need to pass. If you were out in the forest, there would be branches, stones, other things in the way. But that is not when we are doing this. But there is always things coming that we need to handle. That's naturally. And if we do it together with a smile, that will be solved easily and taken and just being something that's strengthen us. And one thing I very often talk about is the perspective of things. And I think in a group like we are, in a crowd with almost 40 million people, things that are good for the crowd in total may be the thing that I think is the most important thing for me. But for us together, it's the thing that brings us forward. So sometimes we need to back out look at it from the outside in perspective, looking at what we're doing and say, hey, we need to fix that thing because that is the most gain for the bucks or whatever, time, effort, or whatever you should call it. So it brings us forward and brings as many of us together in the right direction. That sometimes means that we are needed to also think about long-term, short-term issues. And sometimes we need to drop a short-term gain to be able to really do the things that is the long-term right stuff to do. I mean, if we would have run on all the small bits and pieces, challenges that we have that are short-term, urgent, we would have lost out in the long-term things. And when you talked about the updates in the IT system, a lot of the things that is done maybe ain't needed to be done today. But if we don't make the database a little bit smarter, faster in different ways, we will not be able to grow. We will not be able to take the next step in our business. So this means we need to do those things. And IT is sometimes you need to understand they need to be told, skip that thing, because that is a problem right now. But when we do the big thing here, that takes a little bit longer time, that will be solved. We need to live with that part for a while. So, and this is the long-term, short-term perspective, because short-term things very often tends to be urgent, on top of our mind. They're sitting here, scratching us all the time, saying, hey, I want to be solved, I want to be solved. I'm a problem, I'm a challenge, whatever. Yeah. And if we only work with those things, we will definitely miss out important stuff, because there is stuff that is urgent and important. They will always be done. But it's more often that we do urgent, not important things than we do less urgent and important stuff. And I believe that all of you have done the same thing as I have done. I know Jens has done it. You make a to-do list. You write down the number of things that you think is the things you need to solve today or tomorrow. Very often you will not be able to go through all the stuff because there's not time enough. When you look at the list the next day or 2 days later, you realize that the number of things you can just take them away anyway because they're not important or urgent anymore. They're just gone. And that is, they were put up because they were urgent, but they were not put up because they were important. And I think this is so important to think about. From what perspective? We need to have the overall perspective, looking on the business that is gaining for all of us in the crowd, in ICT, to bring the business forward. Our partners in the Planet IX, Live Trends, Mixter, the total picture. We need to look about what is short-term gains and what is long-term gains. What do we need to be ready to take the journey to 100 million and beyond? And with that, also then start thinking about the urgency and importance criteria when we're looking at it. And I believe that we, right now, with the new office in Dubai that is open for you to visit, to be there, that's the reason why Kenny, as you said, is very occupied, because there is a lot of people there. With that office, strengthening in different departments, growing every day with new people, training those people to be better to understand our business and how they can serve you. With that part done, and we are doing that every day, we are really having the strong base or fundamenta to take the next quantum leap, to go from the 40 millions to the 100 millions, and do that together with you and together with our other partners on the business, on the product side. So we will keep on having the hypergrowth momentum. And I know all of you love the hypergrowth momentum. I do it. Sometimes I don't sleep because it's so many things that is needed to be done, but I love when things happen and where we see things moving forward. To be dealing with a business that is standing still is no fun. Dealing with a business where you have a lot of challenges because of growth, then you know you're alive. You know that the business is moving. You know that the business is being the best it can be, trying all the time to stand out, be the bold organization. We should all be passionate about what we do, and then no one will ever get us. We will be the largest one. We will keep on being the largest one, and we will even let them be further behind of us. And we will make something that no one has thought was achievable. We have already, how do you say, got a lot of people to stop saying things about us because they have realized that we are a force, we are a company doing what we are saying, delivering different things. And we will keep on doing that to you and to ourselves to be here over the long term. So with those words, I would say, thank you for all the fantastic work you do out there. And I'm looking forward to meet you in Dubai when I'm coming to Dubai in November. And I'm also looking forward to see all the great hard work you are doing. And I promise you, the people in the offices in the company will serve you and do a huge amount of work to do that. And together, we are here for the long-term run. And the power of the crowd is a wording that we should use quite a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Johan. I mean, I think we all understand that really the crowd began to grow, and it outgrew any company. And by now, the organization and the infrastructure of the company is sort of caught up. And it's not until now we're really able to service that amount of people. Do you feel with the size of infrastructure we have today that we need to grow that a lot more and able to, basically double our member base? Or can we actually, with what we have today, grow very rapidly and still service?
I think that in most areas, we can just add on double amount of members, no discussion. There are some areas where the numbers counts. We say you can't be answering more than a certain amount of support questions, for instance. So maybe if we really started to grow, you can be more and more efficient. We can be better and better on information. So we get less, the quota between the number of members and the quota of tickets goes down.
Yeah.
That means that we could grow very rapidly without making big changes. But I would say, I think we are ready and have the base and the fundamenta to take the next real step. Probably we will need to put on new people on the way. As in all organizations, people leaves. That means that you will need to bring in new people and train them. But I also think that we now have skilled leaders in the company as well, not only in the field, amongst you networkers. So I think that we will not need to double the amount of people in the service organization in the company to be able to double the number of people in the network.
But in other words, the company is now fundamentally set up for growth.
Yeah.
That means that when the field starts really taking it to the next level, the company will be able to match all of that effort gradually. Yeah. And I know we're talking a lot about this being proactive and getting ahead of the curve. And we're seeing that with the customer service at this time, and a lot of people, out there are giving us positive feedback, saying that, it was a quick fix and it was done well. And every day we're seeing how we are sharpening the saw. We're getting better and better in each of the areas. And I think that with the launch of the Dubai office, this was sort of like, the line in the sand where we sort of drew and said, we're now done with the first phase of this company, and we're now set up for the next phase. And talking about the next phase, there are two major important dates for all of you. One of them is our online mega event on the 16th of October. Now, do go in and register in your back office for the online event. Don't wait. Please do that today. Make sure your downline do that. Why? We are measuring everything when it comes to interacting with you, because that tells the actual truth of what's appreciated, what do we need to do better, what do we need to do maybe a little bit less, not waste effort, and where do we need to put more focus. We can only read the data that we're receiving, which means that if you are seeing this and which we often see, that people sitting together and seeing the mega event. Make sure each of you are registered for it so that we have an understanding and appreciation of who is there. Don't wait. Ensure you get your spot today, and make sure that the people around you are doing that too. Why? Because you're going to see now the 2.0 of Crowd1, where there's a rollout plan. In the past, things have been dealt with, and we're really drawing the line in the sand. If you don't believe that, on 16th of November, of October, sorry, then no later than on the 22nd of November, there's going to be a Dubai Live event where we are going to meet up, greet, shake hands, say hi, and that's where the company will show some new muscle. It will show some next steps. It will have more of a rollout plan and more transparency of what's to happen next year, Q1, Q2. So if you really want to know where this company is going, and moreover, where it will take your company as an organization, you got to be there on the 22nd. The way to get the tickets is right now. Make sure you call your upline president, grab that person, say, I want a ticket, and come to Dubai. When you're in Dubai, this is an investment, not in Crowd1. It's not an investment in anything else but you. When you are there, when you take in the information that you will receive there, and you are in a surrounding of Atlantis, the Palm. I mean, this is an iconic hotel, even for Dubai standard. Yeah. Everybody knows where that is. And so when you are there, you're going to be in an ambient. You're going to be surrounded by the most successful people in our industry, and you're going to take that information in, and you're going to store it in the forefront of your head. It's going to make you more focused, more sharp, better communicating. This is a must-do event. This is the thing that will explode you through Christmas and have you more than ready for all of the amazing things coming in Q1, Q2 of next year. And I can tell you there's so much more I want to say, but now you're here, so I don't dare to say it. but we are really looking forward to welcoming all of you. All of the management teams will be there, and we're looking forward to seeing you. We will be back again next week, so make sure that you're ready for the next ALG call. There will be a continuous update of information. Be there, make it an appointment every week to be here and get everything. Do register for the Telegram channel as well. If you cannot get invited, again, contact your upline. Make sure you find your way in, and we will feed you information during the week. That's all for now. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.